right. Thank you for joining us. In the previous video clip, we talked a little bit about how students can make sense of phenomena. We had a phenomena about the changing appearance of the moon. We talked about how students can use cross-cutting concepts, practices, and core ideas, the 3 dimensions of the NGSS, to get to an explanation supported by an argument. In this clip, we're going to discuss what you can do as a teacher to structure this experience for students. We're going to talk about 3-dimensional performance tasks. 3-dimensional performance tasks are tasks that are very similar to the performance expectations in the NGSS, but they're at the level of our classroom instruction. So what does this look like? So after a teacher introduces the phenomena, the students engage in performance tasks that require them to use science ideas to investigate a phenomenon. I'm going to show you some examples. So for example, the student could develop questions to guide their investigation for what causes the phenomenon. The student could plan and carry out investigations to gather evidence for the causes of this phenomenon. And you notice here that the practices, developing questions, planning and carrying out investigations, are colored in blue. And the cross-cutting concept, in this case, cause and effect, is in green. And in both of these tasks, the use of core ideas is implicit to the task. Another task that students can engage in is develop a model. So students could develop a model of the system, the Earth, Sun, Moon system in this case, to explain what causes the phenomena. And then finally, students can construct explanations for what causes the phenomena.
So what's helpful when you look at these tasks, what's helpful to think about is how did we merge these dimensions? And it really helps students focus what they're doing in class. So if you say to students, what questions do you have? That can be really broad, but saying what questions do you have about what caused this phenomenon? That helps them really focus their thinking. Same thing, plan and carrying out investigations so we can figure out why this is happening, what's causing this. Not develop models of the moon, but develop models of the system. What are the parts involved? What are the boundaries? So thinking about practices and cross-cutting concepts together and having students use core ideas as they're engaging in these practices and cross-cutting concepts, that's what makes the NGSS so rich for student investigation.
And the final point I want to make is that every task refers back to the phenomenon. And it goes back to the first point on this slide, which is that the phenomena drives the investigation. It's not just simply something we start an investigation with. It's not just a hook.
Not a hook.
That drives it. So thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you at our next video where we'll focus on core ideas.
Bye, everyone.